Simultaneously, there are things which are happening even in, say, for example, Triveni Sangams in other places. There is a Kumbh which is happening even in Nasik. It happens in Nasik as well. So, in Nasik, where the Godavari River, I don't know the remaining two names, but there are lots of people. Who is this now? अयो रामा, ये मेरे को समझता ही नहीं है. डिंग 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 कैसा करने का ये छोटा डिंग डिंग कौन है? या 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 सुख सुख ओ अपराजिता. I thought she's not going to join today. Oh, she's joining. Very, very. So, where to go for? Acha, invite people. Where is her name? Ayo, where is her name? Here. Okay. And then anybody else?
Senthil.
Senthil I have sent. Who else is there? No, that's it. Okay. Pari has asked whether it is her college has started. So, anyway, the question was a very big one. Good morning, Aparna. तेरा भी पद्मा के जैसा हो गया क्या?
नहीं, हमेशा वो म्यूट पे रहता है ना. मॉर्निंग ब्रिटो.
हाँ, मैंने पद्मा को सवेरे पूछा, वो ब्रिटो ने पूछा उसको, वो तेरा हेडसेट कहाँ गया? तो मैंने बोला कॉलिंग ह्यूस्टन. Anyway,
बट अभी तक उसका सेटिंग क्यों नहीं किया? इतना फैंसी हेडसेट लेके आई है वो.
फैंसी हेडसेट नहीं रे, इट्स अ सिंपल हेडसेट. But I think there must be some connectivity issue. Good morning, Pari.
Hi, Pari.
I thought you would be asleep.
Pongal holidays.
No, today her uni starts, na?
Yeah, already started.
Oh.
Yeah. Exciting stuff.
So did you make Pongal, Brito?
No.
मम्मी ने क्या बनाया?
No, nothing.
What is Pongal?
Hey,
Pongal
इतना
means-
फिरंग भी नहीं बनेगा परी. Pongal मालूम?
No, I know what Pongal is, but I don't know how can you make Pongal?
Pongal is a rice, man. In India,
Oh, okay.
Pongal is a type of rice preparation. In South India, they have this Pongal rice. Here in Karnataka, we have bisibele bhat type, And in Marathi, we have khichdi. And in North India, they will say pulao.
I made fried rice if that helps.
Okay, good. Then you have made a Pongal. Finally, at the end of it, if nothing happens, then it is called Dombal. So, anyway, the question which I'll take up the question which he had asked was quite lengthy. The thing was, it is also a part of Padma's question. So let us see this. He says the Kumbh Mela is starting from Prayag today. That is, yesterday he had written. From what I have read, it seems to be truly an amazing event. So many believe that moksha is obtained by taking a dip in the holy river. Somebody's, so many believe that moksha is obtained by taking a dip in the holy river. So you did talk about the real Triveni Sangam within our bodies the other day. Perhaps you have already talked of Kumbh Mela, but curious to know about what is that physical act, bathing in Triveni Sangam at a specific time. Does it really lead us there or even help us in any way? I also recollect in the autobiography of a yogi, Yogananda, has described has the darshan of Mahavatar Baba in the Kumbh Mela. So perhaps there is something to this grand event which is dedicated for liberation.
Bhav, Another thing is, yeah, a lot of articles are appearing about this, and they say that all the sadhus and yogis from everywhere converge over there,
Yeah.
including, I believe, this time Dalai Lama is going there.
Mm,
तो ये सब क्यों है? Why is there so much of hullabaloo about this?
mm. So, okay. The thing is, see, the Kumbh Mela. Kumbh Mela happens in, you can have it every few years or every couple of years later as well. It's a major event. The Kumbh Mela. Mela means collection. What is the meaning of the word Kumbh? Kumbh. Kumbh is in our
Kumbhaka.
yes, also Kumbhaka, yes.
Kumbhaka.
And what is Kumbh? मटका.
Oh yeah, मटका,
तेरे
कुंभ.
खोपड़ी में कुछ भी नहीं है, ऐसा बोलते हैं ना,
Correct, correct,
तेरे
कुंभ, कुंभ.
मटके में कुछ नहीं है.
Correct, correct.
So the term Kumbh. Kumbh also stands for a ghada or a matka. And we are, this ghada is on top of our body. So the Kumbh would be standing for, see, everything is mentioned in a very cryptic language. So the Kumbh Mela is a congregation or a meeting point of all the sages and people coming to this location. I have already described in one of the episodes about Triveni Sangam. So they all meet at the Triveni Sangam. Now what happens is, when the sages come over there, the sages need to come over there, because it is not that the river is pure, it's the sages who are pure.
Yeah.
So when they take a bath in that river, at that, it's a convergence at one singular point in time. And the point in time is already described by what is called as the Kumbhaka. If you remember the Kumbhaka, we have discussed Kumbhaka also.
Yeah.
So Kumbhaka also happens during those days of the like today the Uttarayan, or Dakshinayan. There two Kumbhakas are there, right? We say solar equinoxes and what else is there?
Solstice.
Those solstices and equinoxes. These are also a portion in time where the swinging happens from right to left and left to right. So from the northern hemisphere to the southern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere to the northern hemisphere, the movement is there. And that particular point in time when the movement happens is the Kumbhaka of these planets, of the sun. And similarly, the Kumbhaka in our body is also there. Now, external manifestation and the internal manifestation match up has to happen. Remember, the universe is working in tandem with you, because you are a part of the universe. Don't think that you are not a part of the universe. You are enjoyer of the universe. You are also a part of this whole creation. The creation includes you. So if something is happening to say a particular place, so if something is happening to a particular place, if there are solar flares, solar flares are a big cause of problems on the planet Earth. In the same way, the waxing and the waning of moon has got so much of importance for for the oceans and all. I'm sure you know about that. So in the same way, if high tide, low tide, and the waxing and the waning of the moon is also a cause of lunatic activity. अपने खोपड़ी में थोड़ा सा ढीला हो जाता है, कभी टाइट हो जाता है. So that is also happening. So the elements are also playing with you. So simultaneous formation of these type of activities, they have to be at one point addressed. So in our Hindu pantheon, we say that when there is an eclipse, do not drink the water from outside, don't do this, don't do that. So many things are there, the do's and the don'ts. In the same way, for the Kumbh Mela, it's the congregation, it's a place, a meeting point of all the sages coming together and at the same time when you take a dip in that particular water, you means I am talking about a very simple minded person who is not yet into the spiritual, who has not reached the state of a sage. They are able to get that certain amount of aura, or what we call as the essence, which these sages drop in that place. That is how when we also take bath in the ocean at that time, at that meeting point, at that point in time, we also get the benefit of it. So I think that explains to you. So sages like Mahavatar Baba and Dattatreya and various other sages also come over there incognito. Okay, incognito, because imagine millions of people and some Shah Rukh Khan turns up over there and God knows what's going to happen. They will नोच के निकालेंगे ना, तो शाहरुख खान को शायद बुर्खा पहन के जाना पड़ेगा या ऐसा कुछ. तो भी तो हमारे जो बड़े बड़े गुरु हैं वो भी इनकॉग्निटो जाते हैं. They will not let the world know that they are also coming over there. Or imagine today Jesus comes and stands over there. It's going to create so much of a हल्ला गुल्ला. हाँ, टाइम स्क्वायर में जीसस क्राइस्ट आके खड़ा हो गया तो एक कितना प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगा. हाँ क्या, और ट्रैफलगर स्क्वायर में किधर तो भी आया तो बहुत बड़ा प्रॉब्लम होने वाला. एक तो टूरिस्ट लोग अपना कैमरा निकाल के बैठेंगे और बाकी के लोकल लोग जो बिलीवर्स है वो लोग तो नोचने के लिए तैयार है, किच 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 किच. So that is how it is. So that is Padma has written. So sages come there to give, unlike the common man who comes to benefit. Yes, you are right about it. The sages are the representation of this divinity. So when they come over there, they leave their divinity behind for others to partake of it. See, the whole year round, the sages are fed by all these people, are they not? So isn't it a time for give back? So the time for give back is then. So when they leave their divinity, because we hardly know these sages, we hardly know them, and the real reason for doing this Kumbh Mela is for achieving the state of what we call as liberation. Remember, in the Kumbhaka, if we extend the Kumbhaka for a very long time, we can attain liberation, nirvana, yes. So that is the reason why all these terms and this and that, though it's an external manifestation, so but we have to understand the real purport or the meaning of this. So that explains to you everything. So any more questions?
I had a question on the mandate. So you wrote about the mandate, and the yogi just wonders, and if he is given a mandate, he does that, or he may appear as a useless person on earth. So what are the, teaching is one of the mandate, and what else are the mandates like?
Yeah, like say for example, you will find that mandates are many. One is, if you have read this book called Guru Charitra, they sometimes write down things.
Okay.
They are writers. Some of them create poetry.
Okay.
Poetry. Aparna's this thing will always talk about Sufi and all those things. You also, of course. So the poetry is there. There's a lot of beautiful pictures and some poetry is there. You'll find the Sufi saints are going that whirling dances and all that. So the expressions are there. You will find that some sages like Kanakadasa, they will go about singing different places. They keep on just going singing. Some sages are there, they sit in one place and pen very beautiful stories and writings. Some sages are there who go in for public reforms. Public reforms, like you will find that Arya Samaj and Brahmo Samaj people are there. Arya Samaj, what was his name? Arya Samaj founder, I've forgotten his name.
Raja Rammohn.
He is a very famous person.
Raja Rammohn Roy is Brahmo Samaj.
Yeah.
Arya Samaj is Aurobindo, right?
I don't recollect the names right now. So these are two sages who created this Samaj. A sage like I mean, you can't call Chaitanya Mahaprabhu a sage. Is an avatar, but let us consider him as a sage. As a sage, he founded the Gaudiya Samaj. Gaudiya means the people, those who are from the Gaud. They are the believers of Vaishnava type of a religion. So they may find that. Another sage like say a Buddha. Buddha creates his own religion called Buddhism. So sometimes they just become teachers. Teachers like Jnaneshwar. Jnaneshwar Maharaj was a teacher. Similarly, there are teachers, there are singers, there are dancers also. So you will find that there are dancers who also perform a particular type of a nritya. There are people who teach various forms, like say even Patanjali. Patanjali was an avatar of the Vishnu, is an avatar of Vishnu. So he came on this particular stage to give how does a person use the body and to explain the Ashtanga Yoga, the eight arms of yoga. So you can use your body for reaching God. You can reuse tantra, mantra, jantra, whatever that you wish to. And their job, everything is a mandate. Yeah. Mother Teresa also would be called as a person who worked on a particular mandate. Like for her it was saving the children and leprosy patients and so on and so forth. What was it at the end of the day? It was only to spread the name of the Lord.
भाव बट एक बार आपने बोला था कि जो ट्रू सेजेस होते हैं दे नेवर एक्सेप्ट एनी रिकॉग्निशंस और अवार्ड्स और रिवॉर्ड्स.
Yeah. Good morning, Kalpana.
Morning, Padma. Good morning, Kalpana.
So what the true sages go incognito. They do not discuss or they do not talk about their own importance. They will never try to give importance to what they are doing. So they go incognito. They will not want to be known for anything. See, if you are known, what happens is you get a lot of public relations and notoriety or whatever you want to call it.
The ego builds up.
So,
the ego
what?
builds up.
Yeah, the ego is going to build up. And one of the verses that we were doing, where the sage also is supposed to be careful with his ego. I think that is the verse we stopped at, isn't it? Good morning, Senthil.
So Guru,
see, we stopped at this verse. Turbulent by nature, the senses, even of a wise man who is practicing self-control, forcibly carries away his mind, Arjuna. So even a wise man who is trying to reach the state of the divine can suddenly be whisked away from the middle of it and can go and yes, you were saying.
Yeah, but the mandate is given to the person who has realized and liberated, right? So where
It's
is
not
the
given. It
no.
comes to him basically.
Okay, but how does the ego build up after realization? So he has realized.
No, it doesn't build. See, once you have crossed onto the other side, there is no such thing as coming back.
Okay.
It is like when you are dead, you can't do anything about it.
Okay.
Unless and until you are Patrick Swayze and then you can lift a coin. वो नहीं होता भैया, ऐसा नहीं होता.
Okay. So is the mandate given before liberation or after? I mean, when it comes to
see, the choice is there.
Okay.
The choice to the person who has reached the ultimate state is there, that they can walk away from the scene, or they can do something about whatever that they have earned in this world. Okay. So the choice is there for them. Most of the people take the first choice. They would rather get a release. So they have got about 21 days after the attainment of that particular state to get out of the system. Now the second part is, if they have got a mandate, then they will only do what they are supposed to do. Alright. Now when you say the aspect over here, now this verse, if you see, the important term that you have to go is turbulent by nature, the senses even of a wise man, who is not free from attachment, into bracket. Understand? Who is practicing self-control. Practicing self-control is not that he has reached the ultimate destination. I told you there, in Hinduism we do not have various stages of realization, but in Buddhism we have various stages of realization. So there are various stages of realization, accept it. Okay, I don't want to dispute Hinduism is not having, so it is not there. No, it is there. The stages exist, and every person can go from stage after stage after stage after stage, not that they can't. Once they reach a particular level, they can fall down from there. So we are talking about this sage, this particular sage who has already crossed everything. A person who has complete liberation. He is not bound by anything. He is not practicing self-control.
Okay.
The practice of the self-control happens at a person at various stages and levels. Understood? But the one who has already reached the ultimate does not need to practice self-control. He is a tool, already a tool of the Lord. So why would a tool want to practice something? Unless and until the ego is there in that person, the person will say, I am practicing. No, there is nothing like practice, and there is nothing like, okay, for this type of a person. So there is, say, a person like a Mahavatar Babaji. We were discussing about him just now. So Mahavatar Babaji has already crossed the limits of, the boundaries of this whole. So there is nothing like he or Dattatreya or Parshuram to want to practice something. So the one that I wrote about today morning, Avdhuta. And Avdhuta is a free soul. A soul who is not bound by anything. It's a very unique state to be in. So he just wanders about here and there and there and there. I don't know who has read this particular book, but I think only Rajeshri has read it. It's a stage of Riddhipur. He was an Avdhuta. Okay. Now he would just wander here, there, everywhere. Sometimes he would stay in some place for 15 days, 20 days, and then he would go to the next one. Or even the great Avdhuta that I think some of you know of is Nityanand Swami of Ganeshpuri. I was telling you, Nityanand Baba, all these Shettis and people from all the Mumbai Udupi restaurants, they carry this photograph of Nityanand Baba. Okay. And his disciple was Muktananda Swami. He was called the Ray-Ban Baba, because he used to wear only Ray-Bans, all fancy Ray-Bans he would wear. And his disciple is Chidvilasananda. Chidvilasananda became very famous because of Eat, Pray, Love. The movie. Gilbert, the author, stayed in this Ganeshpuri ashram, okay, of this lady saint. Her name is Chidvilasananda, and she is the disciple of Muktananda. So I am not talking about these two, I am talking about Nityanand Swami. Nityanand Baba would be, one day he was found outside this, he used to wander about all over the world. Finally he landed up in this place called Ganeshpuri, or it was called Vajreshwari. I had posted some pictures of Vajreshwari. I have written about him also sometime. So he landed up at this place called Vajreshwari. Now he was found outside by this lady sleeping on the porch. So she asked him, what is it that why are you sleeping here? So he says, see, I need a space for sleeping over here. So he says, see, if you want to give me space, can I go and sleep in your barn? cow shed is there. In our normal households, we used to have 1 or 2 cows, and then there was some place where you could keep the hay and all that. So he went and slept over there. So after a few days, he said she found him to be a true sage. So she said, you know what, I will give my half of my property to you. You stay here, this is yours. And that is a place where he started staying. In front of his kutia was a small pond. It is a hot water, what do you call that, spring, hot water springs, no? And Vajreshwari is very famous for hot water springs. So that spring, these the lower caste people were not allowed to go in that place in ancient times. So he was very angry. He said, why are you not allowing everybody? Because everybody should partake of something that is good. These are those sulfur springs or something like that. They cure eczema and all those things. You know, I think most of the hot springs have this cure. So when they were not allowing, he said that for these people, I will create a spring. And so he got some people to dig a pond next door, next to this spring. All the water from this went into that, or rather that thing also sprung up, and that became much more famous than this one. So today there are 2 springs or 3 springs, I think, over there where you can have bath and you can get cured of all your skin diseases and stuff like that. It is a very nice place. Now there next to it, you know, just next outside his house, there was one very big rock. That rock must be weighing some 200-300 tons there. It's a massive rock, a very huge rock, you know, like pointy stuff. And it was always blocking. People wanted to come inside his house and they had to come right around or something like that. So they called the municipal fellow and the local administration, and they tried to remove the rock. Nobody could remove it. 50-100 people tried to remove it. Nobody could do it. So they went to Baba Nityananda and told him, you know, this has happened, what to do? He says, oh, no problem. I called 3 guys and say, hey, come here. You just go and put your, you know, hand over there and lift it. Now nobody will disobey Babaji, because he was a very like that, you know. So nobody would want to. So they all went, and the town was laughing because hundreds of people tried to lift it, nobody could. And these 3 people, so these 3 people went and touched the rock. The rock became like a thermocol, you know. They lifted it and put it at the side. And the rock is still there. I don't know whether I have taken photographs of that, but the photographs are there with me somewhere. I will show you that rock is such a massive thing, and they just lifted it like this and put it at the side. The whole people were amazed. And the rock is still there, and the lake, that hot water spring is also there. And finally, after Baba Nityanand Baba, he left, they have built a samadhi over there. One of the instances that I had was, I went there one day, okay, and I sat down in front of the samadhi. So this man came and sat next to me, and then he started. He asked me, "तुमको मालूम है, बाबा इधर रहते हैं?" I said, "हाँ बाबा, मुझे पता है." So he says, "You know this Nityanand Baba? He is a much greater saint, and this and something." He started saying. I said, "Yes, I know about him." So he's asking me, "Why have you come?" So I told him, "See, I love to go and visit all you people. So I've come to see you. So how are you?" "Oh, you are a madman." He's looking at me and telling me, "You are a madman." I said, yeah, I am a madman. That's why I came to see you. Okay, give me 10 rupees. So I removed 10 rupees and I gave it to him. I said, thank you. And he walked away from there. These sages, they come like this and they will meet you and they go. So everywhere you will find they just want to have a small conversation. So they will turn up next to me and they will want to talk to me. So I always humor them with some small conversations. So that was the case. And it's a very beautiful place. Some days when you have the time, you can go over there. So I think that is how Avdutas are. Avdutas are very strange people, very, very strange people.
Does that happen to all?
Who?
So if we are going out somewhere, so does that happen? They come and talk to us also, or only?
See, what happens is you need faith. And the second most important thing is you should be able to recognize them.
Yeah, how to?
See, recognition doesn't happen because they will not appear to you as
Avatars also.
no way.
Yeah,
They
so
will
how
appear
do we
to you
recognize?
as yeah. So, and that old lady also. Yeah. So these are very
Dance for someone?
yeah. I don't remember what dance it was, but I did.
Maybe Salman's
And
dance.
Yeah, Salman's dance. One Salman Dink Chika maybe, I don't know. So, and then another one was when we had gone to this, what is that place called? Some Chinna or Dodda or something like that.
Dodbellapur के पास गए थे.
Some place we had gone where it is. No, I can't see. Is I've written problem is मेरे को ये सब खोलने को साला नहीं आता है. So I have posted this lady's photograph.
Ghati Subramanya had
Ghati
gone and that lady came near the temple.
So these are very strange, instances, or you should be able to recognize them. You should recognize them because they are themselves. They themselves will appear to you. They will not tell you who they are. They appear like every normal human being. Out of extraordinary they are. Somebody is behind you, Kalpana.
Mommy just wants to say hi.
Okay, hi. Hello, good morning. Yeah. Okay. So these people do appear. Even Britoji, if you want to meet them, of course you can meet them.
But
Not
you
that
said
you can definitely.
how will we recognize them? So you can recognize.
Okay, we will carry our GPS finder, something like that. Tera phone
Is there
mein
any?
application? Or we will download one application. Find the person.
Are there any signs or something like? Okay,
Yeah,
this
so
is
there's
how
that red button that beeps on your mobile. Ting, 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 it tracks.
nearby.
See, what happens is, whatever is the association with you is the association that they will come for.
Means
मतलब भाव association they will come for मतलब.
Suppose in, like say for example, when I had gone to this place where I saw these two people arguing with each other. They were oblivious to the whole world. Nobody, I don't know whether others could see them or no, but they were completely oblivious to the world. They were sitting and dissecting some verses from some ancient book. And I sat listening to them. I didn't disturb them. I sat listening to them just for a few minutes, and then I said, let them continue with it. Their association with Vithala, like you will find Jnaneshwar and Tukaram are both associated, and both are representing two 200-300 years difference, but their presence is very much there, and you got to understand this. Sometimes they will come and talk to you, sometimes they won't come and talk to you. Like I'm sure, at least in this group, there are a couple of people who have experienced that. Even Pari has gone through this experience once. So, Pari can't say she has not gone through this. So, you will find that these sages do appear. These sages appear, they will talk to you. Sometimes they'll just keep on looking at you, or they will be busy in their world. Recognition is important because they will be always involved in the activity which they are supposed to be doing.
So do they come and talk to us saying that they know
Yeah.
us?
No. They will not come and tell you, I know you, who you are. No, that only Babajis who want to tell you about your
Okay.
अच्छा भविष्य देखने का है क्या, भविष्य देखने का है क्या, वो लोग वो तो मीटर डाउन करने को आता है.
They'll come and have a very small conversation and leave.
Yes.
Just a high sort of thing.
Yes. Ramakrishna Paramahansa has, I think, met a lot of my students. Let me assure you this much. He has met them. So, it's okay.
Do they know about that?
Sometimes they know about him. Sometimes they don't know about him.
Okay.
The last time somebody went over there, मेरे को है ना थोड़ा memory में थोड़ा लफड़ा है. So, I told the person, when you are walking from the mandir, from the Kali Mandir to his kutia in the corner, there is a long walk, about 150 meters or so you need to walk down. It's a hot blazing sun, the thing is there, and this person came and brushed against this, I don't know who it was, and I said, do you remember this person coming and brushing against you? And you turned around and gave this person a stare. I was not there, I was not there. So the person is telling me, yeah, I remember, because the person was acting very fresh with me. I said, see, that person, he sent me an SMS saying, your disciple doesn't even recognize me. Okay, so this is how it works. It's all magic, it's all you can say very funny magic. So that's how it is. All right. So it happens. So in the Kumbh Mela, you will find these sages are there, dime a dozen. They keep on visiting you. You can see them, but you can't recognize them. All right. So should we proceed further?
One last question. So why do they come and meet?
Everybody has some small, residual prarabdha with us. We all tend to meet each other in our every life. Sometimes we just cross each other, sometimes we just tend to meet each other, and it's a part and parcel of this whole pantheon. As I think one of the episodes which some people of Har Har Mahadev and all, there was no need for Parshuram to enter into Kailasha and cut somebody's that tooth off. But no, it is important. A very tiny part of the future depends on that. It's a tiny part at that point in time, but the future depends on that. So he comes and cuts his क्या बोलता है उसको? Tusk. Yes, he knocks off his tusk, and then he presents it back to him, saying that, oh, you please take it because you are going to use this as a quill. Quill, you understand? Quill is the writing pen. रेनॉल्ड्स और वो कौन सा मार्क टेलर, क्या मार्क, बहुत महंगा पेन है वो, 5 लाख रुपए का. हाँ वही मॉन्ट ब्लैंक करके कुछ तो भी है. वैसा बोला गणेशा को वापस एक मॉन्ट ब्लैंक का पेन दिया, बोला तेरा जो सोर्ड ये है ना, टस्क है ना, उसको एज ए मॉन्ट ब्लैंक पेन करके यूज करना बाद में. So the entire verses of the Srimad Bhagavatam were written with that mythology. There is a meaning. Don't ask me just now. When we come to that, I will tell you all. Slowly, I can tell you. Today you got to know Kumbh Mela, what it is. तो इसीलिए तेरे को बोलते हैं, तेरे खोपड़ी में साला कुछ है ही नहीं क्या, तेरे मटके में कुछ है क्या करके पूछते हैं ना. हाँ, तेरे कुंभ में कुछ है क्या. और हमारे मराठी में एक कहावत है, उपड़ी गड्यावर पानी. उपड़ी गड्यावर मीन्स ऐसा उल्टा जो मटका रखते हैं ना, उसका ऊपर पानी डालेगा तो सब नीचे गिरता है. So there are certain people in the world who are told 100 times the same thing, they won't listen to you. अच्छा, उसका एक्सटेंशन अपर्णा को बहुत पसंद है, निर्लज्जम सदा सुखी.
But that is the main quality of all avdutas, isn't it? Nirlajjam sada sukhi. They don't have any ego, so there is no question of lajja or nirlajja.
Correct. They are completely, they don't have body consciousness for that matter. And that is the reason why they can walk about doing. Padma has written something. Oh, she wrote long back. Bitto, you already met a couple of them, don't you realize? Who is that? Bitto.
I'll ask.
ऐसा क्या? Is it? Wow. Lucky man. I don't know that. It's a good thing. Anyway, अभी ये ऊपर कैसा करने का ये सब समझता नहीं. तुम लोग का चैट है ना, वो बड़ा हो गया अभी. वो मेरा इसमें से साला दिखता ही नहीं. अच्छा, एनीवे वो रहने दो. किधर गया? Where were we? All right, 61. So 60 I explained just now. 61. Therefore, having controlled all the senses and concentrating his mind, he should sit for meditation, devoting himself heart and soul to me. For he whose senses are under control is known to have a subtle mind. The reason why we have to close our eyes is because we can't keep them open. If you are going to sleep, that is the type of meditation most of us will end up doing. But true meditation, you can keep your eyes open also, your ears open, your nose, everything open, no problem. Alright, it does not matter. There are various types of meditation. We can do standing meditation, we can do sitting meditation, we can do talking meditation also. And we can do walking meditation also. You can do all sorts of meditations you want. Meditation only means you are disconnected from the outside, but you are inside connected to another domain. That means what you understand, in the computer industry we call it offline. Working offline. So now offline means you are not connected to the world, but you are connected to your inner being only. So when you are working offline, how do you work? Okay, so anybody who works offline is connected to his inner being only. He is looking inside his own computer, no, he is not looking outside into the www whatever, Google and all that. He is not doing any of those things. So he is connected to his own self. So working offline, meditation is a technique by which you are lost within yourself. You are no way connected to the material world outside. So even if your your internet is on and everything is on, but you have disconnected, your Wi-Fi is off. You can keep your Wi-Fi off, no? Connectivity. So it is like हम लोग phone, most of the flight mode. So you are in flight mode. So when you are working in flight mode, you are not connected to anything. So something like that, this is a very simple way of understanding. So people, those who are connected to me, Krishna is saying, they are actually connected to me, whereas the senses and the other things, they are disconnected from there. Then, the man dwelling on sense objects develops attachments for them. For attachment springs up desire, and from desire unfulfilled ensues anger. This verse is going to come once again. Please underline this verse in your book. Very, very important. Okay. Why is it so important? Is because in our material world, this is what happens. When you are dwelling on sense objects, what kind of sense objects? anything which is pertaining to our senses. We may talk of a car, we may talk of a dog also, we may talk of a beautiful chair, we may talk of boyfriends or girlfriends or husbands, wife, children, mother, brother, sisters. These are also our attachments. They also form something connected to our sense objects. So when we have any connection of any kind to sense objects, all right, we will have attachments to that object, and from that will come up a desire. What are the kinds of desires that we may have? Now, if you have logged into Google, this Google Plus, every day there is one beautiful car which is being posted. Have you noticed it? No? So if you click Google Plus, that means it comes onto the left hand side and it says, now if I see, it is saying Suresh Plus. Okay, Brito Plus will be written. If you click that, it will open up the main page, home page of Google Plus. And when you open up the home page of Google Plus, every day they are posting some very beautiful fancy cars. And every day I look at the car, kitna mast gaadi hai. Acha? And God looks up to me and says, Acha, mast gaadi hai, mangta hai? So like that, in the same way, when you open the food channel, और समानता क्या ना है, उसका नाम क्या है वो, Nigella Lawson. As today Raj is there sitting, she is busy doing her office work here. Years are here, work is happening there. Okay, so Nigella Lawson, you understand Nigella Lawson? The amount of cakes and pastries and stuff like that she makes, real strawberries and all. The strawberries are so luscious, you want to just put your hand inside and eat it. So fantastic. So yeah, so that is what it is all about. See, that is what we want. We want to eat those strawberries, we want to have that car, or we want to own that person. जैसे कि एकदम some nice heroine from the picture is there, okay, or you want to. Now yesterday I was just seeing one small program. It was a program done by what is that lady called, who is a famous multimillionaire show, Oprah. I was seeing one very nice Oprah show, and that show was, she was interviewing this person called Pink. This lady called Pink,
singer.
Yes, and Pink is a very, I always admire her songs, by the way, one of my very favorite singers. Now Pink was doing a Grammy show or some award function, and she was, the song was so beautifully played. You should go and see this video if you can. It's a song by Pink for some Grammy or something like that, 2011. Amazing show. And she was doing that particular show. And the lady got lifted some 40 feet in the air by one small sari. And she was still going around and doing that beautiful dance of hers and singing songs, and that type of coordination that is there. When she was asked, so everybody would aspire to be that, to have such fabulous control over themselves and yet sing that song. So this lady was asking her the question, can you tell us your thoughts, what was going on in your mind at that point in time? So she kept on saying, okay, and as a sidetrack I'll tell you what else she said. So the next thing that she asked was, so the person who taught you all these things, what was he thinking? So he said, oh, very good performance, very good performance, Pink. I don't know her real name, but, And then she says, you know what? The first time I did it, and I asked him, how was it? He looked at me and said, it's okay. So so I said, what do you mean by okay? I was 40 feet in the air, I could have, died. So he said, so what is the big deal? You were tied up by a harness. You know what a harness is, no? That thing is tied to you so that you don't fall down. Her guru is telling her, to the hell with you. What is the big deal that you think you are doing? Nothing great. Okay, coming back to the story. So, everybody would aspire to be Pink because of the amazing performance that she gave, an amazing song that she sung. And that is the aspiration. So, even the car that we want to own would be the highest of its, in the category. Why would we want to own some dud car? Now, do you think you can aspire for, now that you may be having some fancy car, okay, some car, would you aspire for a Nano? Well, a Nano? Can you not think of some other car? I don't mind, buying some Toyota or something like that. Nano? But there are people who want to own 2 Nanos also. I don't want to name them.
Dad.
They are very rich people, yet they want to own not 1 but 2 Nanos.
Not cool, Dad.
Not cool, not cool. Huh?
Not cool.
Okay. The man dwelling on sense objects develops attachment from them. From attachment springs up desire. Because of these attachments, desires are going to be there. And from desires which are unfulfilled will ensue anger. Okay? Now, unfulfilled desires ensues anger. The entire Ramayana happened because of that. Don't you know?
Yeah.
Ravan had gone for the Swayamvar of Sita, by the way.
आपने बताया था story.
It's the same thing. For every unfulfilled desires that are there, we are going to get angry in our world. And anger bolega to khalas, you are down in your dumps, you are gone to ruins. From anger arises delusions. And from delusion, confusion of memory. And from confusion of memory, loss of reason. And from loss of reason, one goes to complete ruin.
In our book, it says infatuation.
Okay.
From anger arises infatuation.
Yeah. Infatuation, like in the previous verse, we had some other thing. Now here it says delusion.
Endure and ignore था, इधर delusion and infatuation.
हाँ, बड़ा टर्म्स है. अपने को इंग्लिश थोड़ा कम आता है ना, इसके लिए बोला जिसको इंग्लिश ज्यादा आता है उसको इन्फैचुएशन होता है और हम लोग को डिल्यूजन होता है.
But isn't infatuation and delusion 2 different things? Aren't they 2 different things?
Yeah, some translators have the problem of delusion, and some people have the problem of infatuation. They get infatuated with what they write, and some people are deluded by what they write. So it's okay, does not matter. Both words are one and the same for them. So when you have these desires, let us say for example a desire, in हम लोगों में पुराने ज़माने में एक था, कहावत था, तुला इमली को क्या बोलते हैं मेरे को मालूम, टैमरिन मालूम, इंग्लिश मालूम है यार, हमारा मराठी में क्या बोलते हैं, चिंच खायची तुला इच्छा झाली है का, मतलब तुम प्रेग्नेंट है और तुमको चिंच बोलेगा तो इमली खाने का इच्छा हो गया है क्या. पर ही डोंट लुक लाइक दैट, दिस इज एंशिएंट टाइम्स. Today you get chincha coming from Middle East, which is all fat, big thing, and it has got some sweetness in it. No, that time chincha means it's a kacha chincha.
Please, you get tamarind in a tube nowadays.
Yeah, tamarind in a tube. So which underground that is? Okay, anyway, coming back to this. So they would say, do you want to eat? और अगर समझो in most of the times, so 50% of the deaths were there during childbirth if you remember olden times.
Hmm.
So वो बोलते थे तिला चिंच खायला नाही दिली ना म्हणून ती मेली आणि त्या करता आहे ना तिचा भूत होऊन बसणार आहे तुमच्या डोक्यावर मानगुटीवरती. हम लोगों में ऐसे बोलते थे.
हे भगवान.
तो उसको है ना तुम जो मांगती है वो खाने को देना. डिंकाचे लाडू द्या. Now Brito and Senthil, let me explain this to you. Dinka means the gum. Okay, agar agar. Have you heard of this term called agar agar? Okay. There is this gum which you get from the tree, which is edible gum, we call it. From that, if you go to these most of these Mangalore stores, no, they have this agar agar jelly, and they also have laddus made out of it, which tastes quite different. So it's an edible gum. So the edible gum is eaten by pregnant ladies so that they get better milk at a later point in time. And Kalpana made something some 2 days ago, that is, I don't remember the name of that. It's a Gujarati dish. So that is also given in big quantity. खा 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 खा. वो मदर और बाकी सब मिलके इतना खिलाते हैं कि उसका साइज है ना मदर से बड़ा हो जाता है.
गोल पापड़ी.
हाँ, गोल पापड़ी वो खाने को लगाते हैं.
It is not fattening. It is made of jaggery.
Okay, fine. I accept whatever you say. I don't want to dispute that fact. Aparna, don't laugh here. Okay, I am also laughing. So the thing is, once your things are not fulfilled, desires are not fulfilled, you get anger. And when you get anger, so imagine at that point in anger, everybody in our world gets angry. And when you get angry, do you remember the upside or the downside of life? सब नीचे का सोचते हैं. मतलब जितना चीज गलत हम सोच सकते हैं उतना हमको सामने आ जाता है. So everything that you think negative, please remember you have got a fantastic memory when you get angry. Okay, all your negatives will come up at that point in time. So negatives come up. That is, it is nothing but we are deluded by this, and from delusion, confusion of memory. The good things about the person is forgotten. All the good things in the world, they all disappear. And we have confusion in our memory. Our memory that, imagine, तुम्हारा hard disk को कुछ लफड़ा हो गया तो क्या होता है? It is going to throw out garbage, isn't it? And that is what our mind throws out, only garbage. Okay. Now FIFA मालूम है ना, first in first out, FIFO. Okay. वैसा है ना, garbage in garbage out. Okay. तो माइंड में से खाली गार्बेज आते रहते हैं, डिग 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 करके बहुत पूरा भर के. और हमारा बैंगलोर के जैसा हो जाता है जब ये गार्बेज वाला 10-10 दिन आता ही नहीं. Becomes like Bangalore is full of garbage because we have anger of all the citizens, and because there is unfulfilled kachra. I mean, it's not filled in their dump yard, but it is filled in our house. So our mind is full of all this kachra which is thrown out at that point in time, and that is the reason why delusion comes in. And from delusion, loss of memory is there, confusion, loss of memory. अच्छा चीज भूल जाते हैं हम लोग. And because of memory going away, memory is completely disconnected, we have loss of reason. Our reasoning faculties are finished completely. It is like Indo-Pakistan, that border conflict that is going on. तूने पहले चालू किया, तूने पहले चालू किया, तूने पहले चालू किया है. Both of them are fighting with each other. What is the root cause of it? Can you not just finish off over there? Okay, fine, I understand. You killed one soldier, you killed 2 soldiers. Do you want to kill 100 more? Do you want to kill 1,000 more? No. So can you just have proper talks and get out of it? So, loss of reason. At that point in time, nobody has reason. There is a mob frenzy which happens. During that mob frenzy, let us say for example, in Syria and all these places, when the bombing was going on and there was a curfew, people went out with big carts and they looted the shops. and they take away things because there is no reason left in this world, and because there is complete reason going away from them, a man behaves completely unreasonable, and that is the reason why the whole thing goes to complete ruin. So now I hope you understand. From looking at the sense objects, you have attachments, and from attachments comes desire. From unfulfilled desire comes anger, and because of anger comes delusion, and because of delusion you get confusion of memory, and confusion of memory will lead to loss of reason, and loss of reason is leading us to complete ruin. So understand, this is why the story over here, there was this sage, and this sage was sitting, we are talking about the sage from the previous 60, line number 60, okay. This sage was sitting in the Himalayas and he was practicing meditation for many years. Suddenly, he would go out one day and beg for food. So one day he gets food for 2-3 days, lot of food. So he takes it with him and sits in this meditation place in his hut. So in his hut, what he does is he eats that little food, and the remaining food he keeps on the sill, window sill. Now next day when he is getting up to eat that food, he sees that that food is gone. He comes to know that that food has been eaten by a rat. So what he does is, he says, every time when I bring food like this and I keep it on the windowsill, this rat comes and takes it away. So he says, for me the best thing to do is, I should have a cat to catch that rat. So he brings a cat to catch that rat. The cat catches the rat first day. Next day the cat again comes and does meow. Every day, every few hours she will come and do meow. बोला मेरे को कुछ खाने को दे. अभी कैट को अच्छा क्या लगता है, तो मिल्क. तो बोला मिल्क लाना पड़ेगा यार. Every now and then I have to go and beg for her for milk. Better I keep a cow. So he keeps a cow. Now cow को क्या ऐसे ही थोड़ा रख सकते हैं, उसको तो टेंड करना पड़ता है ना. इतना गोबर बूम करके देगी तो बहुत तकलीफ होगा. और उसको स्नान डालना पड़ता है, उसका दूध निकालना पड़ता है. और क्या दूध क्या ऑटोमेटिक ऐसा टैप ऑन करेगा तो आएगा, ऐसा नहीं है. वो न्यूजीलैंड में होता है, इंडिया में नहीं होता है. या इन न्यूजीलैंड they put on the tap and the machine goes and sucks out the milk and gives it to you. So anyway, यहाँ पे Padma, that is the fact. Yeah. You should see these the cows that are kept. They are only in one small pen like this, and they are just doing full day, and their udders are connected to these machines. And these fellows don't even touch them, and they just put on the machine, चुप करके वो पूरा मिल्क निकाल के वो लोग निकाल के ले लेते. So anyway, coming back to this, so he has got a cow. The cow needs to be tended every now and then. उसको कोई तो भी चराने के लिए तो लेके जाना पड़ता है कि नहीं, मतलब वो घास खाने के लिए. So he says, I laughed at the sound effect. Well, sound effects are important, in my satsang. I don't have background music except some koel coming and sitting over here. Okay. Now the thing is, for the cow, somebody needs to tend to the cow. So he says, I better have a wife. Okay. So he says, I will have a wife. Now you just can't have a wife, you need to feed her as well. So the poor fellow has to go out and work. And then when he has to work, he is happy. And then 1 child, 2 child, 3 child are born. And after that, the whole family comes up. And then the children are raised up, and then at the old age he again thinks about it. And then he says, if I would not have kept that thing in the windowsill, all this would not have happened. Just because of my desire to have food the next day, I kept it over there, so the rat came. Because of the rat, the cat came. Because of the cat, the cow came. Because of the cow, the wife came. Because of the wife, the children came. And because of the children, all my grandchildren and everybody came. And I got caught in the material world. So that not to get caught in the material world, don't keep a rat at home. Catch all rats by yourself. That means remove all the desires from your world. Okay? Any desire is going to lead you down this path, merry path. एकदम full, ऊपर से नीचे सीधा. Jack and Jill went up the hill. They fetched a pail of water. फिर आगे का मालूम नहीं. Jack fell down and broke his crown and Jill came tumbling after. तो ऐसा है ना. लेकिन वो हम लोगों का अलग था कि Jack and Jill went up the hill, don't know what they did up there, ऐसा कुछ तो भी है ना. They came down with a daughter, ऐसा something. But you don't look so stunned, यार. That was a poetry which all these naughty children had made. So, all right. So can we come to the next one?
These children of the 70s.
Yeah, 70s. 70s was the age of drugs and all that.
Hippies.
Hippie culture. And that is why Beatles came in, and that is why all these other people also came in. Today's music, you should thank the 70s. Okay. So, understood these whole lines? 2 lines are important in our world. So, any desire that comes up, आगे उसका the end, जनगण मन तक जाएगा. So
that means he lives more in the moment, is it?
More in the
moment. You satisfy your desire and...
No, that is a simple way out. The way out is, can you get rid of your desire? Getting rid is very difficult.
Yes.
So, you don't want to get rid of the desire. So, at least have a little bite of it and just walk away from there, no? And that is the reason why it is always better. If you remember this film, उसके पास पैसा नहीं रहता है, वो लड़का और लड़की के पास पैसा नहीं रहता है, तो वो लड़की को बहुत भूख लगती है, तो ये लड़का बोलता है देयर इज नो प्रॉब्लम, हम लोग स्विट्जरलैंड में है, हम लोग एक काम करते हैं, सब चॉकलेट शॉप में जाके है ना टेस्टिंग करते हैं.
बचना है हसीना.
हाँ, कोई तो भी एक पिक्चर.
रणबीर कपूर.
So he goes to all the chocolate shops and has little tasting sessions all over, and by the afternoon they are full. Yeah, you can tell your mind to shut up also, no problem, but to shut up the mind is very difficult. वो आपको shut up करेगा, बोलेगा तेरा पेट बड़ा है कि मेरा पेट बड़ा है. You see, the mind's stomach is bigger than our stomach because he is a voracious eater. You remember in Tripura Rahasyam we have done voracious, right? The term voracious. So that story will tell you about it. So these 2 lines are the story in that book, if you remember that story. And for the others, I have told you the story of the sage who wanted to keep the food for the next day. So the rat, and then the cat, and then the cow, and then the wife, and then the children, the grandchildren, and whatnot. So finally, in the end, it is the complete ruin. By the self-controlled sadhaka, while enjoying these various sense objects through his senses, which are disciplined and free from the likes and dislikes, attains placidity of the mind. This is Kalpana, this is their line. You said, no, ki what should we do? So, can you not fulfill your little desire? It's okay, little desire. I mean, why do you want to own a BMW? Maybe you can go for a taxi ride. That you can do, no? BMW में बैठने का, जैसे यहाँ पे मर्सिडीज का टैक्सी है, तो वहाँ मर्सिडीज का टैक्सी को $3.90 देना पड़ता है फर्स्ट, मतलब मीटर डाउन होता है तभी. दूसरा टैक्सी को 320 देना पड़ता है, किसी को 360 ऐसा कुछ तो भी है. तो मर्सिडीज आएगा तभी मैं बोलता हाँ मर्सिडीज में बैठने को मिला. क्या वो 5 मिनट का या 10 मिनट का राजा होता है, हो गया मर्सिडीज में बैठ के हो गया, अच्छा ठीक है जाने दो, अभी मर्सिडीज बहुत महंगा है. खट्टे अंगूर फिर बाद में बोल सकते हैं हम लोग उसको. बोला साला तेरे के पास पैसा नहीं है इसीलिए तेरे को मर्सिडीज लेने को नहीं मिलता है. लेकिन हो गया ना. बचपन में हम लोग है ना वो जुहू गार्डन जाते थे, यू नो जुहू गार्डन. कल्पना नहीं जुहू गार्डन वाज डिफरेंट गार्डन.
They have that aeroplane in every old movie.
They would show one aeroplane, Boeing 707. So yes, I have sat in that plane in the various seats over there, even in the pilot seat, and thought of myself flying 707 ऐसा करके है ना, जैसे कि वो लोग खींचते होते हैं चलाओ ऊपर चला गया। और वहां बैठ के मैंने है ना, मेरा प्लेन लंदन भी गया हूँ, मैं न्यूयॉर्क भी पहुंचा हूँ वो प्लेन से। तो हम लोगों का वो मतलब बचपन का वो ये था कि एक 201 पकड़ने का, उधर जाने का, उधर उतरने का, वो गार्डन में खेलने का, फिर वापस 201 पकड़ने का, बैंड्रा आ जाने का। ये हम मेरे बचपन का खेल था। तो वो 707 हम लोग फ्लाई किया था बचपन में। So you can definitely, for a self-controlled sadhaka, while enjoying these various sense objects through his senses, you can enjoy them like this little. You don't need to own the Sikorsky or the all those fancy planes, okay? And then sense objects through his senses, which are disciplined and free from likes and dislikes, and then you can drop it. You can taste it and drop it. It is not important, because then you don't have likes or dislikes left. He will attain placidity of mind. So such a person who just drops it after having a taste of it, does not matter, little taste, and then you can drop it. When the attainment of such placidity of mind, all his sorrows come to an end. So when you have the tranquility of your mind, when you have the peace, that क्या करने का है? वो BMW, Mercedes Benz own करके करने का क्या है? अभी सोचना ना, वो वाइफ के जैसा है, वाइफ आया तो उसमें पेट्रोल तो डालना पड़ेगा ना कि नहीं? हाँ, इंश्योरेंस भरना पड़ेगा ना कि नहीं? हाँ, फिर टायर में हवा डालना पड़ता है, फिर उसका मेंटेन करना पड़ता है। तो इतना सब अगर झंझट लेने का है तो मर्सिडीज बेंज लेने का, नहीं तो व्हाट इज द पॉइंट? इट्स वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट थिंग्स इन द वर्ल्ड। आई मीन you can own a thing, but you know how many responsibilities that come with owning a thing? Think about having a child. It's the biggest responsibility that will come to you. सेंथिल, मालूम है ना, एक बच्चा हो गया तो अभी तेरा मदर इन लॉ फादर इन लॉ बोलेगा ना सेकंड बच्चा, तो बोलना एक काम करना, मैं पैदा तो करता हूँ, तुम्हारे पास रखता हूँ, तुम लोग देखो मंगता है तो। It's not so simple as it looks like. It's the most toughest thing in the world. पैदा करने के लिए कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है रे, उसको बड़ा करने का प्रॉब्लम है, क्योंकि उसका पूरा जैसा चालू हो गया मीटर डाउन होता है टिक करके। पर व्हाट हैपेंड? सो मीटर डाउन बोले तो फ्रॉम द डे ही इज born, I mean before he is born only. Yeah, you can ask Kalpana. Before the child is already announced, I am coming, तभी से maternity, parism to be, वहाँ से शुरुआत है, and then feeding, and then this, then that, and then shopper stop, क्या उसका नाम है, mother and me, and इन लोगों का मस्त मीटर डाउन होता है, मदर केयर। फिर उसके बाद बड़े बड़े ऐसे कंपनी को खाली पैसा तुम देते रहने का, और तेरा क्रेडिट कार्ड खाली होते जाएगा, छोटा 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 छोटा, एंड तेरा लोन बड़ा 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 होते जाता है। So just having one small kid doesn't mean, it's a desire to have, and that desire has led us all this rigmarole, pura path. Okay? So if your time is up, tell me so. Okay, किधर है हम लोग?
65.
With the attainment of such placidity of mind, all sorrows will come to an end, and the intellect of such a person of tranquil mind should soon withdraw itself from all sides, becoming firmly established in God. For such a person who has withdrawn his, from the senses, that person attains tranquility of mind, and from the tranquility of mind, he is going to get the intellect, which is the pure intellect will come up, and because of the pure intellect, you will be drawn towards God. Okay, this is a very simple lines, but very very important for us human beings, because you know how we can go after desires. And Padma had written before this, the essence of Buddhism springs from this verse. It appears, root cause of all misery is desire. Yes, Buddha, when he sat down under the Bodhi tree, he came to this understanding that yes, desires are the root cause of all evil in our world. Desire for him to be the king, desire for him to have a son. So all these desires in his world, he realized were the cause of the, again, death is the terminal point. The person who wants to live, try asking a person Would you like to live or would you like to die? Only a suffering person would say I would like to die, but the person, उसका ऐसा गला दबाने का कोशिश करो, वो तो छटपटाएगा. I want to live, I want to live, I want to live. So that is also a desire. In our world, we are not supposed to say no to this desire. The desire to live is important, because why is the desire to live important? This is the only way in which you can reach liberation, no? See, this life is important. I mean, just 2 days back I was telling you how much this life is important. Imagine you don't know in which life of yours you are again going to become a human where you have the chance of liberation. Other lives, no chance of liberation. You are just dissipating karmas. Alright? So, if you want, we can stop over here. Alright? So, we have done only 5 verses today. Okay? So, tell me if there is any question, then I will take it up.